What a character to play,
eh?
I love the fact that you'd never watched it. You didn't see it first time
No, I didn't. I completely missed it. And so when they asked me to do it, it was great because, you know, from Devon up to Manchester is a 5-hour train journey. I love trains. So I sat and watched all 5 seasons.
And you caught up with it like that?
Yeah, I caught up with it.
And actually, you say that it's a great time to bring it back because it's a sort of a whole new generation which brings with it...
Yeah, they brought the children in, you know, and anybody who's had children, has teenage children, know exactly what that's like. You know? And for me, it was great, you know. My agent rang up and said, would you like to play a billionaire in Cold Feet?
Why not?
That'll do.
So nice cars,
nice cars,
jets, lovely food,
great clothes.
Yeah,
you know, fabulous. What's not to like?
So where's he?
3 years classical training for this.
Well, it's been used elsewhere. We'll come to that in just a moment. But obviously, this is something that has swept the nation. Everybody loves it. When you bring something back, there is always a worry that it won't work, and it's fitted so perfectly.
Well, I think the joy of it. From my point of view, watching it was just watching those 5 actors just come back, and they seamlessly went into those characters. So for guests coming in, it was just very easy.
Well, you weren't supposed to be in for very long.
Well, I was only supposed to do 3 episodes, but I think they thought I was rather good.
So they kept you in?
So they kept me in, yes.
Well, because, I mean, like you said, everybody does...
I wasn't supposed to get off with her at all.
Well, yeah, but that's definitely happened, and now Dubai is on the cards.
Yes.
And I think because the characters love... because people watching love those 5 characters so much, actually, an outsider coming in and potentially sort of causing a problem that maybe she won't ever get back with her ex, people sort of are torn between liking him, actually, wanting her to sort of go with him, but still... harking back to that kind of fondness of those two once being together.
And I mean, once she sees the apartment...
Oh, yeah.
There's no going back.
In Dubai. Oh, so she's going to go then.
What can I say?
Oh, I'll have to wait and see.
But I could be lying.
So you mentioned the training. I mean, that's a great role to have. And then, of course, there are the movies.
Yeah.
Specifically, the phenomena that is Bollywood.
Yes.
And you've been asked a number of times.
Well, so I went off to a week and did that and came back. And then a few years later, you know, my father passed away. And my father had... he loved Urdu poets. And his favourite poet was a chap called Mirza Ghalib. And anybody who knows about India and knows about... And then Rakesh rang me up, literally sort of about a month after my father died, and said, look, I'm doing this film based on a poem by Mirza Ghalib. And I said, yes. He said, well, you haven't seen the script yet. I said, well, I'm sure the script will be fine. I'm sure the script will be fine. What is it? What's the poem? He said, Mirza and Sahiba. I said, fantastic. It's sort of Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. So it's an epic love story. It's an epic film. And Indians, and especially, you know, the colours and what they can do in India nowadays with films. It's just a fantastic film.
So it's a complete passion project for you.
Yes.
One that you, as you say, you were so determined to do that you pushed back the filming of Homeland.
Yes, my agent was...
How did they feel about that?
Well, they were sort of like... Well, that was another one of those where I went off to do 1 episode and ended up doing 4. And they were sort of like, oh, well, can you do this? And then, and then there was Arthur and George was being done here as well. And I was sort of sitting there going, well, I can't do any of these. I want to go and do Mirza. And my agent was like, you want to do a film in Bollywood? I went, yes. She said, well, no one will see it. I said, well, no, other than the billion people that do watch.
Quite a few people will.
Put the phone down and said, he's being difficult again.
He's being difficult. So everything sort of came together, and Rakesh pushed his filming back a month, you know, and Arthur and George stuck all my scenes into 2 weeks, and everything worked out. I
love the fact, because you've also... the balance of life and work that you're spending watching us, spending a bit of time watching us, which I love.
I love watching this.
Good, good. But also spending time in your shed with your grandson on your train set.
Yes, yes. Well, it was my 60th birthday, and I said to everybody, I said, if you are going to buy me a present, you don't have to, but if you are, all I'm going to say is Hornby 00 gauge. So I've got my garden shed. And that's where I am.
And he puts his Thomas the Tank Engine
and
trains
he's got
on there.
his Thomas the Tank Engine
trains.
And, you know,
but you haven't... We asked you for pictures. You said you can't have any pictures because I've not got it quite right yet.
No, gosh, no.
It's got to be right.
Couldn't possibly, no. There's a lot of work to do.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
For more of the same, just click here. And don't forget, you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
And they had nightmares for like 2 weeks because of this stupid flying vampire kid who delivers pizzas. I mean, it went so wrong.
Put them off pizza for a while, though.
No, it just put them off the X-Files for the rest of their lives.